Hey guys, welcome back to another How to Spike video. Today we're going to continue our video, our past video, functions part 1, and this is the part 2 where we're going to go into an example of functions. Alright, so now that we're back into Spike Prime, I'm going to show you guys an example of a function in Spike Prime that can be very useful for all your programs this year. So when you guys make a function, the first question you have to ask yourself is this function going to be useful? So essentially what that means is, am I going to end up using this chunk of blocks that I want to put under a function multiple times? Because if you're just going to use like a few blocks once in your program, there's no point in putting it in a function. But if you're going to repeat doing something over and over again, then it's great to make a function so you make your program a lot shorter and easier to understand. So a great question is, what is something that we're going to do a lot in FLL, and that's turning your robot. A lot of stuff, most of the missions on the field you can't just get to by going straight, or if you can get to them by going straight, the action you have to do to it isn't on the part you can get to by going straight. It might be like on the side of it. So we're going to have to figure out how to turn. So let's make a block right here. Click save. So actually I forgot to name it something good. So you can right click it and click edit. We're going to call this one turn right. Alright, so now we have this block right here. And so now that we're ready to go, with this turn right function, it's going to be fairly simple. We're just going to make the robot turn 90 degrees right. And I believe I'm in LEGO Education Spike Prime 3 right now. For some reason, they got rid of this start moving and there was a right option. But we can just make our own. If you go to add blocks right here and click more movement, you'll get 3 blocks down here. And we want this one right here, so we can essentially do the same thing as that old block. So if you want to move right, that means that your left motor, which is this circle right here, this is the percent speed that the left motor is going to go at. So the left one needs to go forward, and the right one needs to go backwards. So that's how you turn right if you think about the wheels moving. So we want to start moving towards the right, and then we want to wait until our angle, so yaw angle, so yaw is the amount you've spun on the table. So it's this one right here, the brain. This is all the brain one to the gyroscope, but it's not on yaw yet, so click on yaw and drag that out. So if you think about the robot, right, as it turns to the right, it's getting the yaw angle is increasing. So when the yaw angle is under 90 degrees, so 90 degrees is from being facing one way to facing directly on your right. So that's what a 90-degree turn is. So when the yaw angle is less than that, than 90, it waits. So you're still just moving to the right. And then once you get to 90, then you want to stop moving. So it's not in here anymore. Up in the top movement, we want to stop moving. But the one thing you have to make sure is that we forgot to do one thing with this yaw angle. Before we do this, we have to reset our yaw angle to 0. So you may ask, why do we need to do that? So say your yaw angle is always updating as you're moving throughout the field. So if you're already turned to the right, then if you tell it to turn 90 degrees, you're already past 90 degrees. So it'll instantly go to the stop moving. It'll go right past this into the stop moving. So we have to reset. We have to set a new heading, a new starting spot for the 0, and then now your 90 will be perfectly on the right of the robot. So this is a great way to do this. You can make another one for turning left if you want. And then now, every time I want to turn right, all I need to do is grab one of these blocks. So if I want to move in a square, I can just take move forward. I can move forward one rotation, turn right, and then I can grab a repeat, and I'll do this 4 times. So now I'm going to move forward, turn right, move forward, turn right, move forward, turn right, move forward, turn right. So now I'm moving in a box. So now I've made this program so much shorter than it would be if I wrote all these turns out individually for all the turns, and then also I used the repeat. We talked about repeats in a previous video. So I hope that gave you guys some clarity on functions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you'll understand a bit better how functions work, and maybe you're even thinking about some ideas for functions to make in your own Spike Prime programs.